That's why they call him Vain. Sarve jana bring back.
Vain is here.
Tasmat Ramena Vihata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha. Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham. Rame Chittale Sada Bhautame Bhora Muma Muddhara. Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame. Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Shri Rama Nama Varanana Om Nama Iti. Atha Maheshwara Sutrani. Ayyan Rulruk Ayong Ayouch Hayavarat Lan Nyamanga Nanam Javan Garadash Jabagaradash Kapha Chata Chata Tav Kapai Shashasar Hal. Let me get the document ready. We're looking at this shloka, I think Tau Pramana, sorry, yeah, correct. Tau Pramana Chalakaka Pakshakau Bhratarava Bhrata Pluto Munihi Ashishamunupadam Samasprushad Darbhapati Talena Panina. Punha ekavaram. Tau Pramana Chalakaka Pakshakau Bhratarava Bhrata Pluto Munihi Ashishamanu Padam Samasprushadarbha Patita Talena Panina. So when you do the Padacheda, this Tau means Rama Lakshmana. Pranama Chala Kakapakshakau iti Rama Lakshmanayoho Visheshanam. Bhratarau, again Tat Sambandhi. Avabhruta Plutaha iti Muni Sambandhi Padam. Avabhruta Plutaha Stama Ekavachanam, connect with Munihi. Ashisham, Shashti Bhavachanam. Anupadam, Samasprushad, iti Tingantam Padam. There's only one Tingantam Padam, which is Samasprushad. Samasprushad. Always look at the heart of the sentence, which is a Tingantam Padam. Everything else just revolves around that. See, like Chandra Iva Ratrau, that is Tingantam Padam. So, Anye Sarve Bhaganaha Tastata Brahmanti Chandrasyatu Pradhanyam. So it's like the moon. This is my own Upama, by the way. Just made it up. Anyway, it's like the moon at night. You know, the Tingantam Padam is like that. It should attract your attention immediately. Is the Tingantam Padam. Samasprishat. Darbha Patita Talena Panina. That is qualifying Panina. So simple sentence is Munihi Bhatarau Rama Lakshmanau Ityataha Samasprishat. Very straightforward sentence. We have the subject, object, verb. Munihi Vishwamitraha. Rama Lakshmanau Bhratarau Samasprishat. So the sage Vishwamitraha. So also one thing you can do is when you read something like Raghuvamsham or Bhagavata Puranam or Mahabharatam or Ramayanam, you only take the Mukhya Artha. So that much if you can get, you can keep on going. As I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned in the class, you have this thing called Bhagavata Churnika. Churnika is when the Bhagavata Puranam is taken and crushed. Crushed means that only the important Mukhyanshaha eva Grihyate. Only the last, the main only part is taken. So if we take this sentence, it will be something like, they will leave out all these, Vishesharani, na Grihyante. This Pranama Chala Kakapakshako, we don't need that. We also may not need this Darbha Patita Talena Panina. We may not even need that. So you can only say Munihi Bhratarau Rama Lakshmanau Ashisham Anupadam Samasprishat. So the sage touched the two brothers Rama and Lakshmana after blessing them. After pronouncing his blessings, he touched the two of them. A simple sentence is like that. But let us now see do the vibhaktis quickly. Is Tau could have been Prathama or Dvitiya Dvivachanam. In this case, it is the karma of the Samasprishat. How do we know that? You can look at the Munihi Shabdaha. See, tau is a moving piece. It could be prathama or dvitiya. We cannot know immediately. So keep all your options open. So nirnaya kartum na shakyate. Tau iti prathama-divachanam asti athva dvitiya-divachanam asti. Parantu munihi shabdaha tu prathama ekvachanam eva bhavet. Tatra paryaya nasti. There is no other choice for munihi. Because there is no other vibhakti of muni shabda, I think, which Rajaji was reading today, which give us the form munihi. So that is going to be either the subject of a active voice sentence or the object of a passive sentence. And samasprishat is also confirming now. You can see the ending samasprishat, the takara, the tip ending after itascha 34100, which you've seen many times now. Bahuvaram prayuktam asmabhe itascha iti sutram. So itascha means nid lakara sambandhi ikarasya lopasyat. So it has to be a lakara which is no as an it, and then that in parasmi padeshu the ikarasya lopasya. Now all these vritti which I'm saying on my own, don't take them like authority. Check from Siddhanta Kashika. The gist of it is that. So when I say vrittis on my own, I might miss a small piece here and there. But the gist of it is that if you have lakara with no as an it, then that any ikara in parasnipadam, it drops away. So that all confirmed that the karta is going to be a prathama purusha, which is confirmed munihi. This is how we start, deciphering the sentence, because every sentence like a puzzle. There are many pieces floating around. You try to put these pieces in places that you understand. Of course, here we have the commentary also. So tau is dvitiya dvivachanam. It is a sarvanama shabda. So nama shabda kutra asti. So tasya adhar rupaha nama shabda bhavitum arhati. There has to be a supporting noun behind it. Sarvanama shabdanam swatantriyam nasti. They are not independent. They depend on somebody else. So tau is now Rama Lakshmanau. Tau Rama Lakshmanau. Always ask the question. Is who is behind this pronoun? Rama Lakshmanau. Now pranama chala kakapakshakau is also a bahuvrihi compound. And as I mentioned, if you get one of these words in samadhikaranam, you got them all. So tau, pranama, chala kakapakshakau, bhratarau is all in samadhikaranam. Samadhikaranam is same locus, same item. The same term is being referred to by these three different words. So even if you don't know the declension of bhratru shabda, you can say with reasonable certainty that bhratarau is the dvitiya dvivachanam of bhratru patipadikam, even though you don't know what rules are involved in that. Because to go with tau and pranama, chala, kakapakshakau, there is no other choice. No other choice of bhratarau. So this is how you can learn other words which you are not sure. Okay, anybody in the class now can give me the sutram for the bhratarau. So bhratru pratipadikam, same as English, brother, bhratru. So bhratru plus au. So let's do anybody in the class besides Karthik can give me the sutram of this, how would this get what do we need in this to get this form? We have bhratru, we have au. So atar kim karyam apekshate. What operation is expected here to give us that form? If you tell me, if you can order one thing, give me this, then I can get this form. What would that be? Anybody can tell me? At least tell me that much. You don't know sutram, and then so this is how you try to hunt for the sutram if you don't. Of course, this one is easy because if we know that you can look up maybe Vyakhya, you can look other places. You can try. You want to try when? What do you need for this when to get that form? I'm not asking for sutram.
I think it needs guna. The three should become tar.
Very good. That's it. If bhratru can take guna, then in that case we are done. Because uran raparaha become bhratar, and of course we have the au iti pratyaha vartate eva, become bhrataro. Then we need a guna vidhayaka sutram. Okay. Okay, we got that much. Where would this be, you think, then, in the Ashtadhyayi? Will it be in the first chapter? It will not be, because first chapter only gives definitions, mainly. It does not give the vidhi. Most of the time, first chapter is only, sanya, paribhasha. That's the main domain of the first chapter. It's for sanya and paribhasha. Second chapter also. Where would this be? Can you give me a section of Adhikara Ashtadhyayi where this should have to be? Anybody in the class?
6.
Which Adhikara do I go to get this answer to this one?
Would it be like 6?
It's going to be 6, 7 or 8.
Because 6 we went through.
The Ashtadhyayi is that the Pratyaya Au is brought by 4, 1, 2. So it's chapter 3, 4, or 5. Only put the Pratyayas in place. They don't do any interactions. Kevalam Pratyaya Sthapanam. So Prakriti Pratyayaha Sambandha Kriyate. So only the connection between a Prakriti, means a raw form, if you can say, and a Pratyaya is made in chapters 3, 4, 5. Within that, chapter 3 is prescribed Pratyaya for Dhatus, and 4 and 5 after Pratipadikam, because Nya Pratipadika is 4, 1, 1. Then 6, 7, 8 is where all the, Guna, Vriddhi, Lopaha, etc. Yes, Vasu? Vasu, you raise your hand? No, maybe not.
Yeah, I did. I thought you were asking about Urandraparaha chapter, but you said it's not.
Urandrapara is only a paribhasha. So once you get the guna, the Urandrapara only says in place of the Ruvarnaha, when you do an An-adesha, Sadesha Rapara Bhavati.
So first you have to get it over with. You are asking about the thing on the Rupam.
Not Tingantam. This is a Subantam form.
Oh, the Subandha form. Okay, sorry. Suaujas.
Suaujas, exactly. 4, 1.
Okay.
But which Adhikara would it be in, Vasu? You want to try that? Maybe. Okay, I'll give you a good hint over here. Yasmat Pratyaya Vidhi Tadadi Pratyaya Angam. Remember the Angasanya?
Angasanya is 7, right?
I'm sorry? The Angasyadhikara starts from 6, 4, 1 and
6,
goes to the end of 7, 4. That's what this sutram would be. The moment you add a pratyaya, then to that tuish pratyaya that you added, starting from there, up to the pratyaya is the what's called angam. The pratyaya, when you add it, creates an angam immediately. The addition of a pratyaya immediately creates an angam. And once an angam is created, then you have to scan this Angasyadhikara and see if any rule over there is going to apply to your angam. It's as simple as that. In chapter 3, 4, 5 Ashtadhyayi, when because of Adhikara Pratyaya Parashya goes from 3.1.1, 3.1.2 to end of 5th Adhyaya. So the various Pratyas are added to either Dhatu in chapter 3 or Pratipadikam chapter 4 and 5. And once this Pratyaya is added, it immediately creates an angam because of the 1.4, I think it's 13, Yasmat Pratyaya Vidhi, Tadadi Pratyaya Angam. So in chapter 3, 4, 5, the moment you add a Pratyaya, Angam is created. The moment Angam is created, it strips off this routine, It's like a computer program which calls this subroutine called Angasya. So once chapter 3, 4, 5 is done, putting the Pratyaya in place, then immediately it kicks off this Angasyadhikara. From 6.4.1 to end of 7.4. Okay, the Angam is created now. It has to Anga Samskara, refining the Angam in some way, or Anga Vikaraha, what do you want to call it? It's created in this chapter 6 by Pratyaya Parashya. Angasyadhikara, 6 Angasyadhikara. So that is the one. So the one that we are looking at, okay, Karthik, you want to give the answer? What is Sutram here?
Sruto ni sarvanama sthanayoho.
Sruto ni sarvanama sthanayoho. Yes, Sruto ni sarvanama sthanayoho. What number is that? What would that be?
I think it's somewhere in 7.1 or 2.
7.1 will normally give the
Pratyadeshas.
This is Angakaram. This is not Pratyadesha. So where would you find this sutram?
It should be along with the Hrasvasya Gunaha and Jasicha.
Very good, very good. So that's under the Supicha Anuvritti. From 7.3.102 the Supicha Anuvritti goes here. Okay. And there you will have the Bahuvachana Jali Et Ityadi, and then below that you will get Rasvasya Gunaha. Asmat Sutrat Gunaha Iti Padam Anuvartate. Gunaha. And then below that you will have this Rito Nisarvanama Sthanayoho is 731110. So Rasta Rukarantasya Angasya Guna Adeshaha Bhavati Nisarvanama Sthanayoho. Now, what sutra will give you the Sarvanama Sthana Sanya for the Au? Because Ni is the Saptami Ekavachanam. Sarvanama Sthana Sanya is given by the Sudana Pumsakasya. Sudana Pumsakasya. Sud Anapumsakasya. So, Su Au just am out. Iti Pancha Pratyaya. Panchanam Pratyayanam. Sarvanama Sthana Sanya Bhavati Anapumsake. So, it is so Su Au just am out. These five pratyas get the Sarvanama Sthana Sanya, not to be confused with Sarvanama Shabda. Sarvanama Sthana Sanya is for the pratyaya. So that comes in the first chapter. So yes, we have to apply 73110 using a sanya that we will need from chapter 1 itself, which is the here it is, Trunapumsakasya 1143. And then after that, then as Vastu we have to do is Adeng Gunaha, Urandraparaha. These we have to use these two and finally get the thing. So I'll just put the numbers here. So we get so practice these sutras. They're not that difficult to find the answers to. So Bhratar plus Au, Bhratar plus Au. It is 7311. That's the main sutra. 73. Also know the domain of each sutra. So it is Kutra Kutra Ayam Sutra Ayam Yoga Pravartate Iti Sada Vaktavyam. In what all situations does this sutra apply? For example, Sudana Pumsakasya. It applies to any Pratipadikam which is neither feminine, which is not neuter, either masculine or feminine, and it is Su just will get this Sarvanama Sthanasan. It's a huge domain. So it's only a Sanya Sutram. Urandraparaha will be applied also in a lot of places. Anytime you do an Adesha for a Ru or Ru, it becomes Raparaha. Of course, the Su just amount applies almost like a million times. Any Pratipadikam immediately you have to use 412. But the 73110 is the one that is only Rukarantasya Angasya, very specific for the Rukarantangam. And only Ni Sarvanama Sthanayoho. So only those places only. So now that is the one which is going to be hard to remember. So if you're looking at a Tika or Bhashyam, they will only mention that main sutra. They will not give all these other 10 sutras. Namaskar. Kapre Mohdaya.
Namo Namah, Namo Namah.
Swagatam.
Swagatam.
Bhavataha Agamanena.
Asmakam Bhagyam. इदानीं अध्यापकरूपेण भवन्तं शृण्वन् अस्मि.
नाम अध्यापकः मम अत्र अधिकारः नास्ति भवता अग्रे वक्तुं संस्कृतभाषायां.
तथा न वक्तव्यम्.
This is by everybody in the class, we have the pleasure of having Shri Narendra Kapre with us. He's the one who's recorded the Dhvani Mudranam of the Bhagavad Gita, and also he has a Raghuvamsham also recorded. If anybody wants that, he's Adhyapakaha in the Sanskrit Bharati. He's also a Rigveda Panditaha, Ganaparthi. So we're very, he's teaching in Sanskrit Bharati in Hyderabad and also other places, and also in the US at some camps. So, and he knows Raghuvamsha inside and out.
Wow.
So it is Raghuvamshe Kaushalyam Pandityam Sarvam Vartate. So please welcome him. Dhanya Khulu Vayam. Kutrachit yadi dosha asti chet avashyam uchyatam. So please correct us.
Anuvardhatam.
Thank you. So anyway, he's here, so because he can quote Raghuvamsha verses, at least hundreds of them, literally hundreds. So he was teaching Raghuvamsha also in the camp in here when we had the camp in New Jersey. That's where I met him. So it's a great pleasure to have him. He's joining from India, I think. Okay, so Bhratarao, so that's 73110. Rito Ni Sarvanama Sthanayoho iti Vishesha Sutram. So if you're reading a Tika or commentary, they will not give all this Urandraparaha, the Ingunaha, and the Srunapumsakasya, because they are samanya sutrani. They'll only say Rutoni Sarvanama Sthanayoho iti bhratarau. That's all they will give. If at all they give that also, that will only give that. But since we are doing all the steps here, I'll put the numbers here. That gives the guna adesha. Then we got the adeng guna, I guess we can use so Vruddhiradech adeng guna, which is 1, 1, 2. And then we can use the Sthanyantrasamaha, Urandraparaha. Of course, we need the Srunapumsakasya, Sarvanama Sthanasya. All these we can use. I think those all you know. I won't repeat, keep on doing it. The sutra like Sthanyantrasamaha and all, I think Sarvesham Parichasti. You all know all those sutras. Okay, so let's continue. But it's good practice for that. So let's go back to this. One. Let's take maybe let's go with the commentary now. Avabhrute is Dikshante is what Mulinatha says. Avabhrute aplutaha equals snataha munihi. What kind of compound is this? Anybody in the class? What kind of compound is he trying to tell us? Let me try Tangaviliji if you want to take a chance. It's okay. It doesn't matter. If you don't know, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Tangaviliji, you want to try this one? If you are there. Avabhrute aplutaha munihi. How about Ven? You want to try this one? What kind of samasa is this, Ven?
This is Upapada Samasa?
I'm sorry?
Upapada Samasa?
Well, let me take a step. To have Upapada Samasa, Ven, this is Uttara Padam, should not have Swatantrayam. But here, Apluta is clearly, and the Upapada Samasa has to have a Tingantam Padam in the Vigraha Vakyam.
In between, yes.
In the Vigraha Vakyam. So
Right.
Vigraha Vakya Tingantam Padam Asti Chet, Upapada Samasa iti
Right.
Nyayate. Here we don't have that because we only have Avabhrute Aplutaha. Avabhrute Aplutaha. So let's start. Is it Dvandvaha? Dvandva Samasaha? Is it A and B? It's not, because A and B, Avabhrita is like the Yajnante Snanam, is the ending bath at the end of a sacrifice, when the Diksha ends, That's why this Tika has said Dikshante. Avabhrite equals Dikshante. So, and this is already, look at the Nishthantam Padam. This is Aplutaha. If it's a Bahuvrihi, if this Aplutaha would go first. Not only that, in the Vigraha Vakyam, you'd have a Yattat construct. Okay. Yes, Tangaviliji. Tangaviliji, your hand is up. Okay. I'll keep you on mute. I think your mic is not working maybe. So this is a simple Saptami Tatpurusha.
Oh.
So this is Avabhrute Apyutaha, because Apyuta is already a Visheshanam. It's a Visheshanam already. There's no need for Bahuvri anything like that over here. What about Dhatu Plu in the Gita? Anybody in the Gita? Dhatu Plu in Gita? Anybody? Dhatu Plu in the Gita? Karthik, you want to try that?
No, I don't know.
Okay, when anybody? Okay, Hari has going to do the Dhatu Plu. Hari, your mic is not working, Hari. Okay, you can put on the chat, Mike. I think again your mic is not working for some reason. Give it to us on the chat. I can look at it.
Satyaji, in Ramayana it comes, right? Pupluve Lavanarnavam.
Pupluve Lavanarnamam, very good. Pupluve Lavanarnamam. So correct. Pupluve iti lit rupam. Pupluve. It is in the lit. Yes, Hari has given us one. Sarvam jnana plavena eva prajinam santarishyasi. It is Chaturtha Adhyaya. You will cross all blemish with the help of a raft, a boat in the form of knowledge. Sarvam jnana plavena is a very famous verse, prasiddha shloka. Sarvam jnana plavena eva. So, jnanam eva plavaha. Plavaha is a boat that by which you cross. Also, second adhyaya of Gita. Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake. Tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha. So, Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake. Sampluta. Here we got apluta. Same dhatu. So, Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake. Tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha. So when water is flooding on sides, how much use you would have in a well? There's no use. That much is the use for a Brahmana in all the Vedas. For a Brahmana who knows. So basically, tasya vede prayojanam nasti. So I think coming to the end, yavanartha udapane sarvatastam kutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha karma. It will be 2.46. I know it because the next shloka is also famous. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. So the one that you want is 2.46, and the one is Sampluta is coming in Gita. Sampluta. So Sampluto the K is flooding. Plu is to float, to swim, to cross. Also like to jump, cross by jumping, like Plavangamaha. So Plu is Plavangamaha is also the monkey, Markataha. Plavangamaha. So that is anyway. So Dhatu Plu is there. I think any of you who I don't want to mention this in the class, I guess, but I think some of you who might be playing cards, you play rummy, those who play cards, there's a paplu, floats around. Joker is called paplu in rummy when he floats around. So paplu, dhatu plu. It's a bad example, but anyway, so this plu dhatu means to float, to move around. So aplutaha equals snataha. If you don't know dhatu plu, then the Muni, he gives the Parya Shabda Snata. You can expand your vocabulary like that. You expand your vocabulary. So, Shabda Sangrahasya Vikasaha Jayate. We can say Apyutaha Snataha. He maintains the same form. Samana Rupam, Nishthantam Rupam. But, Dhatu Artha Nirdishtaha. So, Tikayam, Dhatu Artha Nirdishtaha is what can be Snataha. So, why does he say that also? There are two reasons for that. He's not going to waste any words, first of all. Secondly is that either the dhatu is not common, in which case, he has to give the meaning for you. Or, dhatu nam bahava arthaha sambhavanti. There might be many meanings. So, atra ko artha vivakshitaha. So, what is the meaning intended in this context? So that's what he says. He doesn't mean to jump or to cross. Aplutam is snataha. Because plu means to swim, or to float or cross, So what he's saying is this: he doesn't do anything. He just means that he bathes in that water. So when they give you a meaning like that, it could be to pin down the meaning in this context, what it could be. Okay. So avabhrute, dikshante, so dikshayaha ante, simple samasaha, is shashti tatpurusha, aplutaha equals nataha, it is saptami tatpurusha compound. Because it is vibhakti is given here, it is a vyadhikaranam, because avabhrute, saptami ekavachanam, aplutaha, very simple compound. Munihi, look how beautifully he has put the visheshanam before the namapadam. So avabhrita aplutaha munihi. Now he gives the reason for vyakyanasya bijam kimasti, karanam kimasti, pramanam kimasti asmin vyakhyane. So what is the pramanam for this vyakyanam? He says, Dikshantaha avabhritaha yajne iti amaraha. So at the end of that signifies the end of your diksha. Now you are out of the you're free to do laukika vyavhara. So that's what Dikshantaha avabhritaha yajne. So at the end of the diksha, this avabhrita sacrifice, avabhritaschame comes in chamakam. Avabhritaschame. I think it's a ninth or 10th anuvaka. I think it's avabhritaschame. Anyway, if you who chant the chamakam, you will know avabhrita shabda is there, avabhritaschame. So, yajni chamara. That's what he says. So basically, at the end of the sacrifice, when he was free from the diksha, then the Muni could talk to them, and that time he did this. Is the meaning. Okay. Now, the next one is the pranama. Pranama. Chala kakapakshakau. Vigravakyam evam vartate pranamena chala kakapakshakau. So pramanena chala. Pramanena means pranam. I keep saying pranam. Sorry. Pranamena. Pranamena means it is sthitya tatpurushaha. So it was moving. Chala means no chala. What kind of word would this be formed? Karthik, any guess? How could you form this word chala?
Chala.
Dhatu is chal, chalati. That is to move. And he's giving us what is the Parya Shabda for Chala given by Malinaka?
Chanchala.
Chanchala. Very good, Chanchala. So Chanchala means what? Asthira. What kind of pratyaya would you suggest for us, Karthik? Try. Dhatu is chal. So
It shouldn't cause any guna or vriddhi.
no, there's no guna. There's no guna possibility.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
vritti. It will not
No
be.
vriddhi.
But also, Karthik, think about the meaning. What kind of meaning are you looking at?
This is
Is it
karmani. Karmani arthe.
No, not karmani arthe. These locks of hair were moving. They were moving. They were moving. That's not the thing which is being moved. They were. This is going to be the pachadyach. This is the chalati iti chalaha. Like chalati chara chala when you say, right? So it's going to be pachadyach. Let's look at it for 1 second. So see this dhatu. Pratyaya ach is being added. I'm not using a dictionary, but this has most likely pachadyach. This is akriti gana. Yes, pachadi is a gana. Pachati iti pachaha. And the very famous Panini Sutram, which comes in the 3rd chapter, Dhato Adhikari Vartate, Nandi Grahi Pachadibhyo, Lyu Ninyachaha. I think it is 3:1:130 something. It is Nandi Grahi Pachadibhyo, Lyu Ninyachaha. Nandyadibhya Yuhu. Grahiyadibhya Nini. Pachadibhya Achaha. And Pachadi Ganaha, Akriti Ganaha, it is Yachana Labhyate. It's a Akriti Ganaha. So you don't have to look at the Gana itself, you can see it's Akriti Ganaha. So Pach plus Ach or Chal plus Ach, Chalati iti Chalaha. Very simple. So you can, it is a very common pratyaya which is used. And it can be used after any dhatu. Of course, Shishta Pramanam, that is also Shishta Pragas Pramanam. So Chala means moving, that which is moving. Then Kakapaksha. Kakapaksha literally means like the wings of a crow. Kakapaksha. But these chudau, the shikha or the chuda of a brahmachari looks, this will hang on both sides like the wings of a crow, they hang on both sides like that. So they used to look like that. So that's why they're saying that. And when they did the pranamaha, when they bowed to the Muni, their locks of hair were shaking. So pranamena chala kakapakshakau chala iti asyartha chanchala and kakapakshakau chudau. So chanchala chudau. Chanchala chudau, what is the pratipadikam there, Karthik? Chanchala chudau. Ramavad Shabda.
Ramavad Chanchala
Chudau. But then this should be chuda. Like chudamani, Viveka chudamani. You know that grantha, right? Chudamani. How it made it Ramavad?
Oh, is it Bahuri?
It's a Bahuvri compound, yes. So Bahuvri compound. So now what would make the
T-lopa?
Not T-lopa. You have the Chanchala plus
Pachakau,
or
yes.
maybe just or maybe Au plus Chuda plus Au.
Okay, yes, like a
Chanchale
yes.
Chude Yayoho.
Yeah,
So there are two boys whose locks of hair are shaking. My question is, how did, in fact I have two questions for you. First is, how did Chuda become Chuda? How you can answer by the chat, so I can get your answer. And second is, the Chanchala is qualifying Chuda. Should have been Chanchala. What made that into Chanchala also?
That is...
Okay, yeah, Vasu has the answer. I think Vasu knows this sutram. Pumvad Bhava. That's
Pumvad Bhava.
Pumvad Bhava. So when I say Pumvad Bhava, I should think about Vasu. Vasoho Smaranam Jayate. Pumvad Bhava Shabda Matrena. So where would that sutram was? Remember that what sutram it was?
Satishji,
Yes.
when you get a chance, you need to explain to me the matra. Is that a technical use of the matrena?
Matra means it's a pratyaya matra. Pratyaya matra. I'll tell you afterwards. But
okay, afterwards is fine.
It's simply just by that.
Yeah.
So just when you pronounce the shabda pumvad bhava, you should think of Vasu. But now, what is the sutram? Sutram uchyatam.
Sarvanamna.
That's the Vartikam. That's not the Sutram. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is the Sutram here. Istriyaha pumvat bhashita pumsakadanu. Very long term. Klishtamidam Sutram. Klishtam Sutram.
6334.
Long Sutram. But basically what it says, Striyaha pumvat. A feminine form becomes masculine-like. When does that happen? Bhashita pumsaka. If it is an adjective, if the same word can be used in the masculine also. Means it's adjective basically. So, anu should not be the pratyaya don't worry about that right now. But samanadhikarane. So we have the chanchala is in samadhikarane with chuda. So chuda is chanchala. So we have samadhikarane. And striyam, the word is used in the whole word is used in when the samadhikarane is striyam. Where samadhikaranam with a feminine word. Then there is some condition of apurani priyadishu. That's the exception. Don't worry about the exception. That we leave that out for time being. So in short, if you have a feminine adjective qualifying samadhikaranam with a term in the feminine, and that adjective becomes pumvat bhava. When you say sthira bhakti, you do say sthira bhakti, right? Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha, Bhagavad Gita. Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava. So sthita prajna yasya saha. Sthita prajna in the vigraha vakye, sthita prajna yasya saha. But samase tu pumvat bhava jayate. Sthita shabdasya. The pumvat bhava becomes sthita prajnasya ka bhasha. So yes, Vasu?
Does it happen mostly in Bahuvrihi Samasa or?
All karmadharas also, because you can see 6342 here. It says pumvat karmadharaya jatiya deshi yeshu.
Okay.
The two examples, I just give you two examples, right? So sthira bhakti would be a karmadharya.
Karmadharya. Yeah.
But sthita prajna is bahu. It has to be samadhikarane. But this sutram is used for bahuvri on this 6334 because for karmadharya of 6342 for karmadharya. So and that doesn't have the exceptions are listed in this 6334. So this has the apurani, priyadishu, and all these anung and this and that. Here there's no such condition. It just says pumvat karmadharya jatiya deshi yeshu. So if you have karmadharya, just use this 6342. So apavada nasanti. Apavadas. This is apavadas. But if you bahubri use this one, that takes care of the left hand side now. So pura padasya pumvat bhavaha. That's 634. Now remember one more thing. Is 631 starts with the sutram alug uttarapade. Uttarapade iti anuvartate. So uttarapade. So when you have any vikaraha in a samase, pura padasya vikara asti chet. If you have a vikara for pura padam, always come to 6.3. Because anuvatya uttarapades is there. Means when uttarapada follows, then what happens to the pura padam? All these are given in this chapter. For example, yudhishthiraha. So yudhishthira was aluk samasa. So how can the yudhi should be yudhishthiraha become yudhishthiraha? Atmane padam. How should be atmane padam? Should be atma padam, not atmane padam. Vishwamitra. Should be Vishwamitra, not Vishwamitra. So all these rules are given away. Like, Mahatma. Should be Mahatma, not Mahatma. Because the project is Mahat Pradipadikam. How it became Mahatma. So all of these rules, are given in this Pada Vashtadhyayi. So Yatra Pura Padasya Karyam Drishyate Samase. Tat Karyam Asmin Pade Nirdishyate. In this Pada 6.3. Shashthasya Adhyayasya Tritiya Pade. Remember all the time. So if you didn't know anything, if you're seeing the question Chanchala becoming Chanchala, come to 6.3. Okay, so let's maybe put these two rules. So 6334 is the one that we used. And now, the other one I'm asking you about is how did the Chuda become Chuda? That is not a Pumvat Bhava. Okay, yes, Hari, go and type your question, Hari. Your mic is not working, so type your question. I will answer them. So it will be in 1.2. Gosthyor upasarjanasya. is that is the sutram that you need to make the, okay, Hari had the answer. Thank you, Hari. Hari had the answer. What number is that, Hari? It'll be 1, 2, I think 40-ish. That is 1, 0. Okay, 1, 2, 48. Because anuvritti of rasva is coming down. So rasvaha. So if you have the go shabda, single shabda go, which we don't have right now, and striyoho, means the stri pratyayantayoho. When it's three pratyas, so we have the word chuda, the word top is there in the chuda. So upasarjanasya. Upasarjana means what? Upasarjana sanya is defined here as in the samasa vidhayaka sutram. Whatever is pratama nidrishtam is upasarjanam. It's a very fundamental concept. Is in the samasa vidhayaka sutre yat padam pratama nidrishtam, pratamaya nidrishtam, pratama vibhaktya nidrishtam, tat upasarjanam sanyam bhavati. So if you in a samasa, which is go from 2-1 to 2-2, so it has only do pada. Only 2 pada vashtadhyayi can authorize a compound. That's 2-1, 2-2. And within that, the Bahubari has only about 4 or 5 rules. And the main rule is 2-2-24. Anekam anya padarthe. That anekam padam in the sutram, anekam, that is prathama nidrishtam. So many words can be compounded to form Bahuvrihi compound when they refer to anya padarthe. When the whole compound refers to a outside term. That's the meaning of this sutram. But anekam is prathama nidrishtam. So in a Bahuvrihi, as a general rule, pratyekasya padasya upasajana sanya bhavati. All the padas in the Bahuvrihi have upasajana sanya because of this anekam. Now compare that with this one, for example. Visheshanam visheshyana bahulam in a karmadharya compound. This is a second example, which you don't have right now. But if you have visheshanam visheshyena bahulam, so visheshanam iti prathama nidrishtam. So here only the visheshanam, say shura purusha when you say, only the shura will have the upasajana sanya. This upasajana sanya is normally used for the purpose of this sutram, upasajanam purvam, 2-2-30. So that, because in samasa, how do you know which padam will go first? Which will go second? So uttarapada, purapada, uttarapada vyavastha. So katham kartavya, how do you know that? That's the sutram 2-2-30. Upasajanam purvam is that which upasajana sanya will go first in the compound. So when you say shura purusha, because you use sutram visheshanam visheshyana bahulam, visheshanam iti prathama nidrishtam sutre, tasmat shura iti etasya upasajana sanya, upasajana purvam, upasajanam purvam iti sutrena purvanipataha. It goes before in the compound. In a Bahuvri, of course, since every pada has upasajana sanya, this will not help you. Upasajana purvam will not be a help. That is why Panini put specific rule, Vishesha niyamaha grihitaha atra. So Saptami Visheshane Bahuvriho, Nishtha. All these sutras Panini has to put now, because he cannot use this one, Upasajanam Purvam, because Bahuvriho Pratyekasya Padasya Upasajana Sanya Bhavati. So you cannot use this one. But we're not talking about right now about that. We are talking about this. In fact, we can look at this one also quickly. Saptami Visheshane Bahuvriho. In a Bahuvri compound, the Visheshanam goes first. Saptami Visheshane Bahuvriho. Anuvritya Purvam is coming, or Purvam. In what Molinatha has said here, we have got we are looking at, because this Chanchala is Visheshanam for the Chuda, Chanchala Chuda. Same thing here, Chala Kakapakshakau. So Chala is qualifying the Kakapaksha. Kakapakshakau, Chala Kakapakshakau. Okay, so these are all basic samasa prakriya which we are doing here. This is not specific for Bahuvri. Of course, this is for Bahuvri, Saptam Visheshane Bahuvri. But the ending becoming Rasva, Chuda becoming Chuda. So it was Sita like Shabda, Sita was Shabda. But Samasa Karananantaram, Rama was Shabda. It became like Rama was Shabda. And the reason for that is now this, which Hari said, is Go Striyo Upasarjanasya, is the Shabda, Go Shabda, Athva stri pratyanta means tabanta, nibanta shabdaha. If the upasajana sanya it has, which in Bahuri it always has, it becomes rasvaha, pradipadikasya. So now when we get the chuda becoming chuda, that's what is happening here. So let's put these two rules. So we need 1 to 48, and also the so that will do the rasva of the chuda, and then we also need the chanchala, the bahubri. But the Kartik question for you now. Why could I not use this one to make the rasva of the chanchala also? I just made this statement that we are using this 1 to 48, which says the gostyo upasajanasya, right? And pratyekasya padasya upasajana sanya vartate. Then why not can I make chanchala also chanchala? Why do we need the other one that in 6.3? Why do we need that? Why not just use this one only? Because pratipadikasya. It has to be into the system, otherwise not. You could not use this one, even though chanchala also upasajana sanya it has, because of anekamanya padarthe. It has to be pratipadikasya. And the krityuta samasascha pratipadika sanya. So the the pratipadikanta, which only it can be. This cannot be used to make the rasva. Of course, we are doing pumvat bhava over there. So we can use 1 to 48 only to make the rasva, the chuda into chuda. And the 6.3, what was that? I think it was 40 something. We'll have to make the pumvat bhava or the pura padam. These are two rules. This is very common bahubari all the time. All the time. You see these rules all the time. So we spend a lot of time in the class, but I mean after hopefully a few months or a year or so, this will be automatic. So this will be the 6.3.34. So we put this in the document. And we'll go on. So chanchala chuda, when we did chanch, it's become ramavat. So let's do that. Chanchala and chanchala. Of course, this is in the vyakhyanam, but it doesn't matter. Same rules apply.
Satish,
Chanchala chuda. Yes, sir.
the chuda became chuda because of the rasva, or because it refers to masculine person?
It becomes rasva first. Now this, okay, so what Wayne is asking is that,
But if
how
it
do we
refers
know
to if it refers to a female, that cannot stay as
okay, what happens is, that's a
rasva.
good question. But in this sutram, which we use 1 to 48, gostyo upasajana, it didn't say it has to be masculine form. It did not say that.
It just became rasva.
Rasva is the vidhanam, is the operation to be done. But the condition of, pumsi was not mentioned there.
Right.
Because, so what would happen, Wayne, is that, Karthik, can you answer Wayne's question?
It becomes rasva,
We'll have
then
to
it
go to
becomes,
Striyam again.
then you become ta again.
You ought to have to, then if you want to use it, so this is the default state now. It will stay this way in the masculine and neuter. If you want to use the feminine, you have to add the top back in.
Top again. Okay, all right. Okay.
Or you have to add the top on top of it.
Okay.
That is the reason why it is.
Okay.
It's only a pratipadikam now. Again, you have to go on the striyamadikara and put the ajajyata stop. If it's a lady, it will be chanchala chuda back again. You have to take the first chuda, make it chuda 1 to 48, make it back into chuda for the whole samasa now.
Okay. Okay.
Satish ji?
Yes.
Here it is only giving a hrasva desha, so will it still be a abanta pratipadikam?
The aap is becoming rasva. I guess it could. I guess technically you could argue that, right? Because the aap was there, but it won't make a difference because niya pratipadika.
Pratipadikam.
I think it will not make a difference. But yeah, the only rasva is being done. Lopa is not being done of that. Yes. The rasva only is being done. So correct. Yeah. So technically, I think the aap will still be there. Only rasva adesha only is being done. Yeah, lopa is not being done. So this is what's happening. So 1 to 48. So remember these two sutras. Next time around bahubari, when it comes, if you have a feminine form, the uttarapadam, if it is still in the rupam, now being used in the masculine, these two should pop in your mind immediately. Go striyo upasarjanasya and striyam pumvat. This is a long sutram, striyam pumvat. Just remember this one. I'm sorry, striyaha pumvat. Striyaha Pumva. Just remember this much only because this is a long sutram, Striya Pumvat Bhashita Pumsaka Danum Samanadhikarane Striyama Apurani Priyadishu. Just say Striya Pumvat. That will be enough. Okay, so let us continue with the Tika. So Chanchala Chudau. Tau is a pronoun. He says Bhratarau. Tau Bhratarau. So first put the pronoun, then put the adjective Bhratarau. Rama Lakshmanau. Now Ashisham Anupadam. Ashisham Anupadam. So Ashish Pratipadikam Ashish. So Ashisham is the Shashti Bahuvachanam. Ashisham Anupadam means Ashisham Paschat. This Anupadam. What kind of compound is this, Karthik? Try. Anupadam.
Anupadam is...
This small typo, this should not be in bold. Anupadam equals Anvak. Anupadam, the word Anvak is not in the shloka. This should not be in bold. Should be Ashisham is in bold. That's in the compound. I mean in the shloka, Mula Pathe. Anupadam is in the Mula Patha.
Yeah.
Ashisham, no commentary by the way. And Anupadam equals Anvak. Okay.
Is it Avyayi Bhava Samasa?
Avibhava Samasa. Avibhava Samasa. And Avibhava, when you look at it, the first thing you should think of is 216. Is 216. And of course, tip off is that the Pura Padam is also an Avyaya. And in Avibhava Samasa, many times, most of the time, I should say, the Pura Padam will be an Avyaya. Doesn't mean that it's going to be, Avibhava all the time. But if you think Avibhava, first of all, you should create an Avyayam. Okay, now I think Karthik already knows Sutram. Why did not Supluk take place here?
Navyayi Bhava Atom Tvapanchamyaha.
Very good, very good. That we're going to come to that. So because in Avibhava creates there are only 5 Sutra Ashtadhyayi, which tell you, Hari, I think your mic's working now, Hari. You got it back, okay? Let me see, but I cannot unmute you. I don't know what happened to that. Okay, let's see. Okay, Hari, your mic is working, but I can unmute you for some reason. But anyway, okay. So Karthik, there are only in Ashtadhyayi, there are only 5 rules to tell you which term gets Avyaya Sanya. Where are those?
First chapter, Swaradinipatam Avyayam Tadyatascha Sarva Vibhakti.
Correct. So there are 5 rules here, 137 to 41. Swaradinipatam Avyayam Tadyatascha Sarva Vibhakti Tunmejantaha Tvato Sunkasanaha Avyabhavascha. 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 So Avyabhava Samasa creates an Avyam. Then Avyad Apsupaha. The sup should take a look. We say Anupada. That should start taking sup look. But we have Anupadam. Where did that more come from? Which is what Karthik was explaining before. And we saw in one of the previous classes is that the Avyad Apsupaha I think is 2481-ish. The next, in the look prakarane. And after that, below that comes the exception to that. Navyabhavad Ataha Amto Panchamyaha. So this is the Sutram 2483, which puts the after Avyabhava Samasaha, no Avyabhava. Because Avyabhava creation Avyayam, you should have had the Avyad Apsupaha, but the exception to that is no Avyabhavad Ataha, Adanta. It should be Adanta. They could say word like Yatha Shakti, Yathamati. They will not get Yathamatim, Yatha Shaktim. This has to be Adanta only. Then, but instead of taking sup look, it takes a Adesha to Apanchamyaha. As long as it's not a Panchami, we don't have Panchami right now, so it doesn't matter. So that's and then Amipurvaha. So that's 2483. So we'll put in document like that. That 2483 is the one which why you seeing the M at the end of Anupadam. Anupadam is a Anupadam. So it is really Anupada. Anupada is a samasa. We see how that's coming, and then you get the because the 2483 overrules 2482. Overrules the Avyad Apsupa. I think all of you should know. So below that is the exception for the Avyabhava samasa ending in Rasvakara. So 2482, and then of course you use Amipura. What's this? Karthik 61107. 61107. Amipurva.
Yeah, it will be 106, I think. 7.
107. Amipurva. Okay, now so that's what gives the anupadam. Okay, now how is the word anupadam itself formed? Is we have to look at in the 2.1. Why is the sutram avyebhavascha? It appears in Ashtadhya in one more place. One more is very confusing. That avyebhavascha sutram appears in 2.4 again. Avyebhavascha. Tatra avyebhava samasanam napumsakatvam vidhiyate. That avyebhavascha, it creates, gives, here it is, 2.4.18, avyebhavascha. So that prior avyebhavascha which you saw in 1.1, that was given the avyaya sanya. This is saying napumsakam. Avyebhava becomes napumsaka. Now what does it matter, Karthik? Because it's going to be take avyaya supa anyway. What difference it make? What difference it make? Because is it Srilinga, Pullinga? What doesn't matter because avyaya supaha. Not to worry about this, declining this one anyway. We just saw on that page that sutra, which makes a rasva. So, because when is napumsakam pratipadikam, you cannot have a dirghantam napumsakam pratipadikam because of this sutra which is just on the page prior. Anuvritti we have used in this one is the rasva napumsake pratipadikasya. By 1 to 47, when in napumsakam pratipadikam, rasvantam eva bhavati. It cannot be a dirgha. So if in a there is no napumsaka shabda in this language ending in a long dirgha ach, not possible. Because of ras, immediately this sutram comes and applies. There is no exception to this. There is no exception. So you don't have word in Masculine also you have word like gopa and all, ending in long I and all that. But here rasa napumsaka pratipadikasya. So and because avyebhava is made into a napumsaka, this will also take rasva vidhanam bhavati. Okay. Let's go to our main sutram, anupadam, which we look at 2.16 is the long sutram, dirgham sutram. Vividaha arthaha sangrihitaha asmin sutre. Avyayam. So an avyayam can be, this is a prathama nidishtam, we just learned about prathama nidishtam. So, well, this is the third sutram, avyebhavaha. See, those two are avyebhavascha, vibhavascha. This is avyebhava is adhikara. This is adhikara sutram, in which Panini defines what kind of avyebhava compounds can be created. When Prathamam Sutram is Asmin Adhikare, is Avyayam. So an Avyaya can be compounded with Supa, Sahas Supa, with a Samarthena Subantena, with a related Subanta, because 2.1 is Samartha Padavidhi. It has to be a connection. There has to be a logical connection. Only then you can form compounds. And then Eteshu Artheshu, in these meanings, Vivakti, Samipa, Samriddhi, Viruddhi, Arthabhava, Atyaya, Asamprati, Shabda Pradurbhava, Paschad. This is what you wanted, Paschad. The sense of following. And the Kashikayam Udaharanam Evam Vartate, I think he gives the Anuratham. Anuratham is what he gives. In the old days, there are all these armies, right? So there is Anupadam. Anuratham Padatam. The infantry goes following the chariots. Anuratham Rathanam Paschadityartha. So what we have right now, which Kalidas has given, Anupadam. So Padasya Paschat, Anupadam. Padam is step. So following some step, following some situation. So basically means afterwards. Padasya Paschat Anupadam, the following Padam. So the thing to remember here is that we had Avyaya as the Purapadam. This is used adverbially. Because Anupadam Samasprishat. So following the blessings, the Muni touched the two boys. So if you have an adverbial use, if you had the Purapadam as an Avyayam, right? And if you're creating an Avyaya with the Samasaha, with the reminder that if you have a Adanta Pratipadikam, then we will not get the Avyaya Rapsapaha, we'll get the Amma Desha. So if you look at Anupadam, don't be disappointed and say this is not an Avyaya because the Supluk has not taken place. Because of 2483, Na Vyebhava Dataha, Amta Panchamyaha, Anupadam is okay, like Yathavasaram, So these are all can be okay. So that's how we learn Avyabhava Samasa. They use as adverbs many times. this is what it is. So 216 is sutram being used in this context. Let's say so 216 in the paschad arthe, used in sense of paschad, following, paschad, meaning of paschad. Next one, Karthik, think about it. What is this word anvak? What is that? Anvak. What would that? Ayam vichitra shabdah. Prajapadikam kim asti atra? So what is the Prajapadikam there? What could it be? Yeah, thanks, Hari. Hari is dropping. Okay. So paschat. So what could be the Prajapadikam there? And what kind of word is this anvak?
Is it ach or something?
Yeah, the dhatu anchu is there. See, this is also, I just told you that it is going to be a adverb. So kriya visheshananam napumsakatvam and klivata ishyat is vartikam. Is kriya visheshananam. Okay, let me unmute Hari. Hari, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, Satish. I just wanted.
Dhvanihi shutaha asmabhi. So
Yeah, I had a question after you answer. After you finish your sentence.
yeah, no, go ahead.
So when you say avyayat ap supaha, right? So that look is anuvruti in that, right?
Yes.
So what is an example for ap? Why do we have ap supaha?
So that's any. This is only for avyaya bhava samasa. If you have any avyaya, then after that, if you have because you have to add stri pratyaya if you have ap, that will also drop. That's what it is saying.
So both of them are going to drop?
Yeah, ap and sup. Yes, ap supaha means the not only the sup but the ap also will drop. Avyad ap supaha.
Okay.
Let's see. Yatra shalayam supaha. Tatra shalayam. So he's giving examples. Tatra shalayam. So tatra shalayam is an avyam is created. Okay, he's qualifying the shalayam. Tatra shalayam. Right. Now the tatra is in striyam, is being used in feminine sense. So you should begin up after, shouldn't you? The word tatra, when it says shalayam in that hall, I guess, what shalayam.
Okay.
So tatra is an avyam padam, right?
Right.
But you use striyam, it's qualifying shalayam.
Okay.
Have to use the ajadyata stop after that now. Nothing can stop that.
Oh, okay.
And then, but that top has to go away.
Okay.
So that's why you use this avyad ap supa. So the ap and the sup, both of them drop away. Is what it says. Avyad ap.
So is that the same thing that you did for the chanchala?
No, chanchala was a pura padam in the samasa. It's not. This is only for avyas, Hari. Only for avyas.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Chanchala is not an avyas, so we cannot use.
No, so you had to use the other one. Okay.
Satish ji,
Yes.
I had a question about the tatra that we just derived. It's ajanta, but why doesn't it take the adesha there?
It's only for avyabhava, Karthik. Tatra is not avyabhava samasa.
It's a tadhita compound? Tadhita word?
Tadhita is not a compound. Tadhita.
Okay. Tadhitanta. Okay.
So we were looking at 2482 only. Only 483 avyabhava samasa. So it's not avyabhava samasa. Tatra is tadhitanta shabda.
Okay.
Okay, so in the meaning of paschad, we use these two ones. Any luck on the anvak? What's happening there? So it is used a kriya visheshanam. So we can say that kriya visheshananam klibata ishyate iti vartikam and karmatvam cha ishyate. So these adverbs are used in the neuter and used in the dvitiya vibhakti. So karmatvam ishyate. Now, but so in this case declined as neuter, accusative, singular. Remember one more thing, by the way. The word anvak is in the commentary. So we are expected to know that word. It's not going to be a very difficult form. It's not going to be like a twisted form. So it should be a relative straightforward form as well. Okay. This dhatu anchu is there. Anchu is to go. Is to move around. And there, these words like pratyak, anvak, and all these are used. Samyak. How about that? Samyak also is used. Now there is a sutram in the dhatu adhikara where the pratyaya quin pratyaya vidhiyate, quin. And I think it's in the 3.2, I think it should be there, 3.2. Let me see if I can find it quickly for you. Yeah, Ritvik, Dadruk, Srag, Dig, Ushnik, Anchu, Yuji, Krincham, Cha, Quin Pratyaya Vidiyate. So the Quin Pratyaya is used with the dhatu, these to form this Pratipadikam, Ritvik, Dadruk, Srag, Dig, Ushnik, these Pratipadikams, and also these dhatus, Anchu, Yuji, and Krinch, these dhatus. So when you take the dhatu Anchu, so Anch, this U is an it over there. So Anvak means, Anch is to go, Anvak means to go following, to follow. Anvak is following. He's used a Kriya Visheshanam. So let's start with this word. This is in the Tikayam now. So Anu plus Anch dhatu if you take. Now Anu plus Anch. And then if you add the Pratyaya Quin, to create this, and once you add, this is a Krut Pratyaya, Kudating, and then Krutadita Samasascha iti Pratipadika Sanya. So if you add the Pratyaya Quin. Now let's see, Kartik, can you finish this one for us now? Quin.
Is it a null pratyaya like Vera Praktasya?
Sarvapahar lopaha. So halantyam nakarasit sanya, yashakvatadite kakarasit it sanya, tatpaschat upadeshajana nasikait ikarasya it sanya, Vera Praktasya iti vakarasya lopaha. Vera Praktasya. Nakara is an it, halantyam, ko is an it, by yashakvatadite, the E is an it, by upadeshajana nasik it, only aprukta vakaraha. Shishyate, then Vera Praktasya. That's the 66 says that if the Va is a single letter remaining behind, it's aprukta ekal pratyaya. It's a single letter pratyaya remaining. The Vakara of V, Sutra says Vehe. If the Vakara of V is remaining behind as a single letter in the pratyaya, tasya lopa jayate. It takes lupyate. It takes lopa. 6166. So Vera Praktasya. So Sarvapahara Lopaha. The whole thing is gone, becomes zero. Just like the Quin also takes Lopaha. Okay, what will be the next step after that?
Anudatopadesha Vanati Tanotyadinam Anunasika Lopo Jhalik Niti.
Jhalik Niti, but Jhalik Uttara.
Oh, Jhal is not there.
That's only Antya Nakara Anunasikasya. So then this is Upadha is Nakara. No. And it's also not, so all conditions that sutra, it is neither Anurata Upadesha, nor is Anurasika Lopa, nor is Jali. So that is, I know you're looking for the Anurasika Lopa, but yes, Hari, what's the next step, Hari?
I think it's Aniditam Halupadaya Kingiti.
Correct. That's the one. So let me put this number first for everybody's benefit. 6166. So what is called, Hari is correct. 6166. We will get the Sarvapahara Lopaha. Means that the kinchidapi avashishyate, everything is gone. Sarvapahar lopaha. So when you have this zero pratyaya which added, this is what this is called, that the whole thing is gone. Sarvapahar lopaha. And then after that, which Hari is giving the correct answer, we have to use the 6424. Anuditam halu upadhaya hakiniti. This upadha nakara is there. Means is halantyam, upadha nakara is there. Pratyapana is kitnit. Then that upadha nakara takes a lopaha. So we will get the anu plus will become ach now. Now we're getting there slowly. So rupa praptihi drishyate shanai. Slowly we're getting there. So 6424. One more time, the sutra says if you have a dhatu which does not have e as an it, so the nakara should not have come by the idito nun dhatoho. Should not have come by the route of having e as an any dhatu which has e as an it that brings the numagamaha. Idito num dhatoho. I think it's 7152. I think sutram is. So, but this should not be whether this was not like that. This dhatu anchi was the nakara is dhatu nakara. So ikara idwarina nagataha. It did not come by the ikara as an it. This was already, sakshat in dhatu patha. It was already there. So you should not become by the 7158. So we are okay with that. Aniditam, halopadharyaha. It should be upadha to a hal, which we have because with this chakaranta. This no is upadha. Upadha is penultimate prior to upadha. Then kiniti, which also because pratyaya quin was added. So we have everything is satisfied. 6424 will remove the lopaha. No lopaha. Prior sutram is no lopaha. Nakarasya lopaha. Upadha bhutasya. So which is upadha. It takes lopaha. 6424. We're going to use that to get that now. Anvach. Now what would we pratyasya quin? Okay. Now what is the next step we have to use?
Is it chohokuhu?
Samornapunsakat.
So what's that? How you said something?
Samornapunsakat. Samornapunsakat.
Yeah, that's coming there. That also is coming. Yes, because you have to decline this. We decline that. So we have to first create the. We have to use the to create an adverb. So we let's use the anvach. The anvach. We'll use the anvach plus anvach plus we'll use the adverb. Then as Hari said, samo napunsakat luksyat. After a napumsakam pradipadikam, the su and they take look. So the entire thing is gone. Samo napunsakat. This will be 7.1. So pratyaya adeshaha. So that will be in 7.1. Samo napunsakat. Samo napunsakat. Samo napunsakat. What's the number?
Ammadesha, it comes by which sutra, Satishji?
Because we want to use it as a adverb, right? So kriya
So-
visheshanam klivata karmatvam cha ishyate. This has to be declined. This is not a So
Men 123 Satishji.
yeah, I got it. 723. Thank you. 723 will give us the anvach, and then anvach, and then we got the 723. 123. And then after that, we will get the padasanya, and then we can use chohaku. Actually, there's a special sutram here, which is the quin pratyasya kuhu. When the quin pratyaya is added, then no matter what the ending varna is, because it takes a kavarga adesha. Quin pratyasya kuhu. So why is this anchu being given quin pratyaya? Karthik, any idea? So when you could use the krip also, and we could have got the quin pratyasya kuhu. Why is anchu being given the quin pratyaya varna? Because the question is that quin pratyasya vaishishtyam asti, quin pratyasya kuhu. Is that it will take the kavarga adesha, quin pratyasya kuhu. So in a word like ritvij, take a word like ritvij, Karthik. Why is there quin pratyaya required there to give the form ritvik? Why can't you use choho kuhu there?
I don't know.
Hari, try. Why is in the quin pratyaya in the word ritvij? Why do we need the quin pratyaya? Hari has an answer. You should know. Hari, you should know this. Hari. The word
No,
ritvij.
Satishji, I'm still thinking.
Okay, I'll give you. Dhatu is yaj. In ritvij, dhatu is yaj. No, Karthik, can you tell us now? Dhatu is yaj. What would stop
It
you?
will take samprasaranam.
That already has been done for you. The ya has become e. Ritvij, that already been done. The nipatam.
Ritvij,
You already have a ready-made form there. But then what will stop chohoku in the case of ritvij? Tell me. Tasya apavadaha vartate. Bhavan janati. Vrashchetisha, 8 to 36, right? Remember that list of dhatu in 8, they'll give the mudanya shakara adesha. But technically speaking, if you take the pratipadikam ritvij, which the quinanta pratipadikam, you can do chohoku. Chohoku we cannot have. Chohoku cannot be done because apavad of 8 to 36. So you have to. So Vipadikarim you have to kramena. So you'll do the vrashcha, bhrashcha, srija, mrija, yaja, raja, yaja. So you make it ritvish, Mudanya Shakara. But then when you come to Quin Pratyasya, it doesn't care what's at the end. It's going to make the kavarga, it's going to force kavarga on that. So the 8 to 70 Quin Pratyasya ko maybe 60 something, 8 to here it is 62 Quin Pratyasya kuho. So when you make Ritvish Mudanya Shakara by Vrashcheti Shaha 8 to 36, then 8 to 62 comes and make that into a kavarga desha. So in the meanwhile you can get Jalam Jash, so you make Ritvish Mudanya Shakara Jalam Jashwante. Ritvid will become. And but this will come Ritvig, and then of course Vavasane will become the Ritvig. So this when you take the project when Ritvij, is Dhatu Yaj is there, Chohoku will be overruled by 8 to 36, become Ritvish, then Jalam Jashwante will become Ritvid, the Jash Adesha, Tat Paschat Quin Pratyasya Kuhu, iti Ga Adesha, Ga, the Ritvig, then Vavasane will become Ritvig. But now the question for you is that, I'm even talking too much about this thing, but it's interesting. Now in the question, in the case of Anchu, why you doing that Quin Pratyaya to be there? Because you could have got the Choku iti kuttam prapyate. Kasmat karana Quin Pratyaya vihita paninina. Why do we need that? Okay, it's kind of a difficult question. Okay, the reason is that if you decline the masculine, what happened in the masculine? You want to quickly say the masculine, Karthik, verbally, what would have happened here? And try it for us. Let's say you have to use in the masculine. Let's say you take Anvach. So one who follows, a masculine person who follows. Just take the Pratyaya Su only, keep it easy. So Anvach plus Su. What's the Prakriya over there? What sutrams do you know?
Halnyabhyo dirghat sutisya praktam hal.
Correct. The Sakara is gone. There also we can do the Nakar Lopaha. I'm sorry. Yes, the Nakar Lopa of Anchu is going to go away. But the same sutram, 6424, that's the Samanya Pravritti. So it will become similarly, it will become the Anidatam Halupadha Kiniti. So we're going to get the Nakar Lopa of Anchu by 6424. That is Samanyam Karyam. Same. So now we have Anvach plus Su, as Karthik said, by the Ukara Sitsanya Tasya Lopaha. And Halniyabhyo iti Sakarasya Lopaha Anvach. What else is going to come there? Anybody? Hari? If you declare this in the masculine, anybody else in the class also, of course. If you declare in the masculine, what else will come here? What else will come here? Yes, sir.
So, I mean, the only thing I can think of it is Sarvanamasthana in masculine. So there's something special with Sarvanamasthana.
Ugidacham Sarvanamasthana. Ugidacham.
Oh, Anchu.
That is Anchu. We have never used that before. Ugidacham. With the Numagamaha. Ugidacham. Numagamaha. So now it will become Anvanch. Anvanch. Then you're going to get the Sanyogantasya Lopaha. When you go to this Tripadi. Now you're stuck with the Nakarana. Now you're stuck. You cannot make Nakara into a Kavarga Adesha. That is why Pani says for the Quin Pratyaya. So you can use the Quin Pratyaya to make it Anvang, like Pratyang Atma. You have to do the Kavarga Adesha. If you decline this in the masculine, you will get the final form like Pratyang. You'll have got the form like this. By Anvang. I'm sorry. Yes, Anvang. Like Pratyang. So that is the reason why. Now when you're stuck with that Nakara of the Numagama over there, and Sanyogantasya Lopa, the Chakarasya Lopa Syat, then how are you going to make the No into a Kavargadisha? It's not going to be possible. In our case, what happened was that, okay, then question for you, Karthik. Now, how come we didn't use that here, this Ukidacham Sarvanamasthani Rato? This is Napumsake.
It's not Sarvanamasthana.
It's Sarvanamasthana. So that is
I had another question. If it is Ugitacham Sarvanamasthana is Adhatoho, right? So will it have a...
But the Dhatu Ach is mentioned, the Ugit should not be for the Dhatu. Not for the Anchus who is in it, but Ach is mentioned in the Sutram itself, Panini. So this Ugitacham cannot be used for any Dhatu which has Uk as in it. No. Will not work. But dhatu, what is specifically mentioned there is the vishesha nirdesha there. So ach we can use, but you cannot sutram to any dhatu which has uk as an it. You cannot use that.
Okay.
You cannot resort to the uk of the dhatu being in it to use 7170. But ach dhatu is well mentioned. You can use that. Anyway, that's the reason why you have. So this I'm just put here. I think maybe I lost some few people here, but this. Dhatu is it is very common dhatu used in many of these words, like pratyang, samyang, samyak, all these.
How did you get nakara there in the end?
Because when we did, okay, let me maybe do a couple of more steps here. Because when we had the unvanch. So this is after we did these. So this came by 7170. By udisham savanama sthaniya dhatu. Tat paschat you do this. And then we have nakara at the end now, and the chohaku cannot help you at this point because it's only chavargasya kavargadeshasya. Now we have nakara at the end now, so we were at this stage now. We had anvan,
right.
And now what are you going to do? Because now we have to do something to get. We want the form anvan iti rupam vishyate. We have to get that form. Once you apply sanyogantasya lopaha, then you could not. So this will come to the 8262 kukrin pratyasya kuho. So
oh, I see. Okay.
Because napumsake asya prabhava drishyate. You see the prabhava in the. This is all given, of course, in Mahimi Vacha also. You can look at the details.
But this is masculine, right? So what do you mean by napumsake atra prabhava drishyate?
No. You're correct. Bhranti yukti. Pullinge. You're right. Sorry. I said wrong. Pullinge. It's napumsake prabhava na drishyate.
Oh, na drishyate. Okay.
And I made a mistake. You're right. I made a mistake. I should have said it should be. My mistake. I said prabhava drishyate. Pullinge prabhava drishyate. Right
so
now
see,
we are looking
the same dhatu anch or ach. Is it the same thing that is there in the name Anjana or even in the term Vyanjana?
That's anj jakara. Like
that's a different dhatu?
No, that's anj. This is chakara, Hari. That is jakara. How will it be the same dhatu? Vyanja. This cha will not become ja like that. The dhatu anj is there. Anj is to express or to anoint, like vyakta, right?
Okay.
So that is the dhatu, which is that is the jakara. This is chakara.
Okay.
And so this is not in the sense of to express. Have finally come to this form on which, so here, even though we could get by chohakuhu, but nyaya vashadatrapi kvin pratyasya kuhu is because no matter what chohakuhu does, kvin pratyasya kuhu is going to come and make it ka varga anyway. So might as well put that. So technically here you could do chohakuhu and still again do the kvin pratyasya kuhu, but I'll just put it like that at 8262. Kvin pratyasya kuhu anvak. So this was used adverbially. Means anvak means one which goes following, means, and adverbially means following. English simply means following. Okay. So a lot of vistara today. So vistara kshamyatam. There's too many details but at least pick up something that you can in the conversation, and hopefully you can use them in later form. These are all a lot of things that we are doing are going to be repeated many times. Okay. And this dhatu anj is a common dhatu. You'll see many forms of that coming later also. Okay, and so the tika was anupadam, which we did the whole detailed avyabhava samasaha. Then we did the word anvak. Anvak is the tika on anupadam, means following. It's the kriya visheshanam. Then that's the kriya visheshanam for what dhatu? Dhatu sprush, samasprishat. Then darbha patita talena. It is kusha kshatantah pradeshena. Okay. And what is it saying? The darbha is darbha grass. It is truna vishesha. Truna vishesha means a special kind of grass. So yajna prayujyate. It is used in the yajnas. So dhatu patita. So patayati, and dhatu is pat or pat, I don't know exactly, but patita means kshata. Look at the commentary here. Darbha means kusha grass, and then patita is kshata, dhatu kshan. Kshan means kind of really injured, hurt. One whose palms were hurt by the constant use of the darbha grass in the yajna. Means that pavitrena ityarthaha. Means his hands have become really pure by the constant use of the yajnas. So basically this means that dirgha kalam yajna kriyayam pravartata. Means he was doing the yajnas for a long time. Iti abhipraya. That is what it means, that he was conducting yajnas for a long time. Let's see, dhatu patita. This dhatu is, I think, is Chandra dhatu. Dhatu will be either pat or part will be the same meaning because you can use atopadhayaha. So rupa na jnayate dhatu pat iti dhatu asti, so pat is dhatu asti. Let me see in the shabda kosha dhatu pat na pat patati patayati string to weave to cloth. No, I think maybe dhatu might be part itself. Let's see. Dhatu part. I think it's chandkana partayati. Partayati means to strike or to hurt. So let's see. Dhatu part will do it for us. No. Partaha, partakaha. No, maybe dhatu pat itself then maybe. I guess I'm wrong. So parta extension, partakaha. Okay, dhatu is pat only. Partalaha. Okay, so pat is a dhatu. So partayati. So if you look at dhatu, pat, atopadhaya can be used. When you add pat plus nich, give a new dhatu, give a party. Sanadhyanta dhatavaha. And then party plus ta. It's aneka's dhatu. So in idagamaha. Iragamashya nishedana sambhavati. Become party plus ita. Now what sutram can we use here, Kartik, to drop the
Nishtayam seti.
Nishtayam seti. Because you have a set nishtha pratyaya which is following. And so that will now will create. So that ikara which you see, so the ikara shravanam is the idagamasya shravanam bhavati. Nich to lupyate. The nich is actually lost. So go to move. Let me see. Just confirm is dhatu again. I think you just want to make sure we have the right dhatu. Go to move this. Oh yeah, okay. Here it is. To split, to tear up, to break, to prick. Okay, to prick, to penetrate. Yeah, he gives. In fact, he gives the Raghuvamsham shloka right here. Upte. Darbha patitatale panina. Okay. So means to prick or to hurt. So we got that. And the commentary is kusha kshata antah pradeshena. The tala means like the palms of your hands. Antah pradesha. So the insides of the hand were hurt by the kusha grass. So pavitrena ityartha means the hands of the muni were pure. They were sanctified. That's what pavitrena ityartha. So that's what he is giving the interpretation for you. Pavitrena ityartha. And it's qualifying panina. No commentary there, of course, spashtam. Samasprishat is dhatu sprish. Is samsprishtavan. He's given the tavatu form over here. The lang lakara, nothing special. Itasya sutram, the tip becomes the ikar lopaha. Samas adagamaha, lung lang rung shodadattaha. Now which gana is this? Anybody besides Kartik can answer my question? And for what reason can you tell? Let me see. Vasu, can you try? Vasu, maybe try this one maybe. Vasu? Try, because I've given you two choice. Either pratyaya shap over here. Can you answer my question? Can the pratyaya shap, if it is used, can I get the form aspurushat by using the pratyaya shap?
Yes.
Something would have happened to this dhatu sprush by putting of shap. Shap is a pit pratyaya. So guna cannot be stopped in the case of shap. Trima sutram puganta lagu upatasya chavasu.
Yes.
When you have a lagu, so that ru is a lagu upadha.
Yeah.
That should take guna then. Should become a sparashata. It should become. This is not taken guna. So that tells pratyaya cannot be shap over here. You understand? If there was shap, then you have to use 7386 puganta lagu upatasya cha. And then it should become sparshat. Samasparshat. The fact it has not done that means that this is some akaraha which does not have pers in it. So this is sixth kana dhatu. Sixth kana dhatu. So because dhatu pratyaya sha is being used, and the sha pratyaya does not have pers in it. So without looking up the dictionary, without looking at anything else, this is the tudadigana, because tudati. So in the word tudati itself, the tud doesn't become todati, because the pratyaya sha doesn't have pers in it. So by 1, 2, 4, sarvadhatukam apit, mitvad bhavati, kniti iti guna nishedha. So by looking at the form samasprishat, you can tell this is not pratyaya shap, this is not the bhavadigana. So that would have done the upadha guna adesha. It has not been done. This is sixth kana dhatu, samasprishat. So this is of course the ending ta, you got the meaning anyway. Means he touched, sprishishu touched. So lang lakara rupam. Samsprishtavan is given the meaning in the by using an alternative form, which is the tavatu form. So tavatu pratyaya is like a paryaya for the lang lakara. So samsprishtavan, he's creating a subanta form which conveys the same meaning as the lang lakara. This is one way you can cheat when you speak in Sanskritam. Yadi lang rupani na jnayante, tarhi tavatu pratyaya prayoktavyaha. We can use the tavatu pratyaya. For example, aham tatra agacham, I went there. You can say aham tatra gatavan. Only thing is that you have to be careful now. You have to decline that form. If you're feminine, you should aham tatra gatavati. Gatavati. So you don't know the tinganta klesha anta ting klesha nasti. So it is subanta klesha asti. So you have to have you have to do all the subanta prakriya. But if you don't want to tinganta prakriya, you can do subanta prakriya by adding the tavatu pratyaya, creating these past tense forms. Very, very common when you speak in the language. Aham kalyam krutavan, aham drishtavan, aham sprishtavan. You can see all these things we can easily say. Without creating these past tenses, you can make a past tense by speaking. So he's making it easy for you. Samasprishat, samsprishtavan. And then he's giving his own commentary on that. Santoshad iti bhavaha. Santoshad iti bhavaha means that he touched them out of affection. That was his santosha dyotak kriya. So the fact that he touched them with his hand like that is highlights his immense satisfaction for what they had done. Okay, let's see. Who wants to be ready for Nagaraj is here. Is he there maybe? Nagaraj, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Adhikrita Anuvadakaraha Atra Vastate. So he is the Adhikara for the Anuvadaha. Okay, let us try, Nagaraj. Let's see what we can find. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. The sage.
Munihi.
Munihi. Bathing at the concluding rite.
Avabhrita prato.
Avabhrita prataha. Avabhrita is the bathing, is the bathing concluding rite. So avabhrita aprataha.
Aprataha.
It means dikshante snataha. He has bathed at dhatu plu, which you saw about that. Aplu is
Yes.
to bathe, to immerse, and avabhrita is the dikshante snanam. Avabhrita iti uchyate. It's called avabhrita. Okay. Now, okay, gave his blessings and then. Okay.
Ashisham anupadam.
Anupadam. That and then is the paschat. Anupadam.
Paschat.
So ashisham, and so following blessings means having blessed. So ashisham anupadam, and immediately, probably that's immediately is the anupadam. Immediately. Now stroked.
Samasprishat.
Samasprishat. Samasprishat. Them.
Then
Tau.
Tau is not them.
Tau
Them.
is-
Okay, them. Tau them. Okay.
Two of them.
Yeah, Tau.
See, Angla Bhasham Dushanam Nasti.
Yes,
There's
yeah.
no dual form in Angla.
Yeah.
So them, it looks like Bahuvachan.
No, okay.
And gently, what would you say?
Gently.
I would say probably some. This some.
There's
Sarga.
some with the
Maybe. There's no other.
Maybe.
With his hand.
Panina.
Panina, with his hand. That was bruised by darbha grass.
Darbha.
Garbhapatita talena.
No, Talena. So his hands, whose palms were bruised by the darbha grass, as they bent low before him in reverence, their side locks waving. This whole thing is this one. This
Pranama chala kaka pakshakau.
Kakapakshakau. So there were two brothers. Actually, the word brother is not missing.
So
Bhrataro.
Bhrataro.
Should be mentioned. But they were two brothers whose locks of hair were moving as they did the pranama. One thing I missed in is this ka. What is this ka doing over here? Because we got the kaka paksha. Kaka paksha kau. What is that ka? Anyone in the class?
It's a kap pratyaya.
Kap pratyaya. And where is kap pratyaya come, Kartik?
I think it's the end of the samasa section maybe.
End of samasantasya anta bhage. So samasanta iti adhikara vartate. Panchamasya adhyayasya chaturthasya pade anta bhage samasantaha iti. This is also Panini kind of a joke because he puts the samasanta at the end of the pada also. So anta, you can remember that. Samasanta. So here it is. And then I think 646, here it is, 5468, samasanta. So these are all the pratyayas which are used at the end of a samasa now. Remember, this is the end of a samasa. Let me say a word like, Kashi Rajascha, Bhagavad Gita, Kashi Rajascha Viryavan. So Kashi Rajan Pradipadikam became Kashi Raj, Ramavat. Didn't become Kashi Raja, it became Ramavat, Kashi Rajascha Viryavan. Like Padmanabha. So Nabhi became Nabha. Padmanabha. So all these words which are having special effects at the end of a samasa, then you have to use this complete adhikara. And now there at the end of that there is this kap pratyaya and the last 10 rules about our last 10 rules also. It's a long pada. So dirgha padaha. This here is this the I think it's the last 10 rules. Yes. Uraf prabhitibhyah kap. Within this samasantaha adhikaraha, Panini talks about, avibhava samasas, which kind of samasas can take which kind of samasanda pratyaya. And there, towards the end, he talks about bahubri samasas. And let's see, I can quickly see that. See bahubri how. I think from here itself, I think it starts the bahubri how. It's a long section for bahubri compounds at samasanta. Because that's what we have, isn't it? We have what we have. The pranama chala kaka paksha is qualifying Rama Lakshmana. So we do have a bahubri compound. Anyatra pradhanattam asti. And the bahubri how goes a long session from 113 to 160. Bahubri how. In a bahubri compound, what happens? Now, so which sutram can be used? Only 10 choices here. We have these 10 sutras here from the Uraf Prabhutibhya cup. So this is the Gana with Ura. I think this might come in the Vishnu, I think, Ashtottara Shata Namavali. I think Bruhadoraskaha, one who has a broad chest. So Uraskaha. Uras becomes Uraskaha. So that Uras has to take the Kaprati. This is Nitya Karyam. But here, the important sutram is Sheshad Vibhasha. Any Bahubali compound which is not among these three sutras, 51, 52, 53, all of them can take optionally the Kap Pratyaya. So 5, 4, 150, Sheshad Vibhasha. And then the following 6 rules, Nishedha, Na Sanyayam, so on and so forth. So 51, 2, 3, Nitya Karyam. 54, Vibhasha. So Tat Paschat Nishedha. This is the rule. So this is the Vibhasha that you can always come to. Of course, if you are one of these 3 prior, this Nitya Karyam. Like Nadyaratascha. If you have a word into short ru, like Mat Kartrikam Karyam. Mat Kartrikam Karyam. It is a work done by me. It is a work which has me as the doer. Mat Kartru means I am the Kartru of that. So Aham Kartuhu, Aham Karta Yasya Saha. So Mat Kartru. But you have to make it Mat Kartrikam Karyam. Because this says Ritascha. So if we have, this is Atra Vikalpa Nasti. You cannot say mat kartru karyam. You have to say mat kartrukam karyam. Karta, which has me as the doer, I as the doer. But this one, Sheshad Vibhasha, you can use for any Bahuvri compound, which is not 51 to 53 Nitya Karyam, which is not Nishiddham by this 55 to 60. They can all take Sheshad Vibhasha in all that. So I think in our case, we are quite safe in saying we use 54154 in the Pranama Chalakaka Pakshakau. We can use 5154 with the Kapratyaya. Okay, let me put that. I'm sorry, we took a long time from a sutram today, but I hope we learned a few things. So I'll put this one, the pranama. For the rest of your life, if you see a bahuvrihi and you see the kapratyaya, you know where to go to. Last 10 rules of 5.4. Within that, there is the Sheshad Vibhasha. That is the one that you want to use that, and then see if the Nitya Karyam is there by 3 rules, or Nisheda is there by the next 6 rules. So that's the 10 rules. 3 Nitya Karyam, Ekena Vibhasha, and Shadbhi Nisheda. Pranama Chala Kaka, Kaka Pakshakau. This Pakshakau. So this, let's see, so this is 54154. Kapratyaya. Vikalpena Kapratyaya. Up in the cup, the po is Nithalancham. Kapratyaya. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's see what the next shloka says. Tam nyamantrayata samvritakratur maithilihi sa mithilam rajan vashi raghavapi ninaya bibhratau tadhanu shravana jankau kutuhalam. Okay, ek punha ekavaryam. Tam nyamantrayata samvritakratur maithilihi sa mithilam rajan vashi Raghuvamsham ninaya bibhratau tadhanu shravana jankutuhalam. Okay, what is the Tingantam Padam here? Let's see. Can let's give us a chance. You want to try us? What could it be?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to try. What could be? There are 2 of them, I think, in here. Which is the Tingantam Padam? That's going to be our pivotal point in the shloka. We start with that. If you can, I'll do Padacheda for you. Tam nyamantrayata samvritakratuhu maithilihi saha mithilam vrajan vashi raghavau api ninaya bibhratau tadhanushavanajam iti samastam padam. It's compound. Kutuhalam. Okay, which one do you think is going to be a Tingantam Padam?
I see Ninaya.
Very good, Ninaya. What kind of form is it? You'll try that?
There is some Abhyasa Karyam going on there.
Very good, Abhyasa Karyam.
Yeah, and Ni Dhatuhu.
Very good. You got the Dhatu, you got the Abhyasa Karyam. How about the ending Pratyaya? You want to take a shot at that? What is the ending Pratyaya? About the Tipta, Ji, etc. or the Dhatu? About the, it has to, when you say Tingantam, Ting means this Ashtadasha Pratyayaha Griyante. So Ting iti Pratyahare. In the Pratyahara, you can get the 18 of them. Which one do you think would try that? You're doing very well. You got the Dhatu Ni. You got some Abhyasa taking place. Abhyasa means this cannot be Lang or Lung. Right? In which of the Lakaras do you know Abhyasa so far? So, not Lat. There's no Abhyasa in Lat. But you have to be careful. If you have a Jihotyadi Gana Dhatu, then they take Abhyasa because of Shlau. They will take Abhyasa whenever the Shlu come, which is going to be Sarva Dhatuke. So if you have a Jihotyadi Gana Dhatu, then in the Lat, Lot, Lang, Vidiling, they'll take Abhyasa. But Jihotyadi Gana are very few Dhatus, very few. And even then, the ending will not jive with this one. So, in which Lakara will all Dhatus take Abhyasa? Lit Lakara it is.
Lit, yeah. Having...
Ninaya means he led.
Yeah, led. having led, right?
Not having. This is not a gerund.
Okay.
Because
No.
this is not a tva pratyaya. Be careful now.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
twa becoming lyap.
Yeah,
Not twa becoming lyap. This means
okay.
he took Munihi Raghavau Ninaya.
Ninaya.
Mitraha took Ram and Lakshmana to Mithila. What is it says? So what about the ending? Any chance? Like what about this is the same kind of ending as in Dhritarashtra Vacha, Arjuna Vacha. What kind of ending is that? The pratyatip becomes null in Litlakaraha.
Mhm.
The ending which you see there, that is a pratyatip becoming null by the Prasnipadanam Nalatus Us Thalatus or Nalvamaha. So in the Litlakaraha, these 9 ending in Prasnipadam, they take the Sarvadesha of Naladayaha. So the Naladayaha is 3482 come as the Sarvadesh. And the very first one, and because of lit is Parokshe lit, you don't have to worry about the first 3 forms, which is the tip, tas, ji, because Parokshe. Second person and first person are very rare in Litlaka. This is good news. So null means only Chutu and Halantim, only remains. That's what we have. Next is Atus and Us. So look at for these 3 endings. Null, Atus, Us in Litlakara. Okay, good. So that's one, you got that form. We'll do in detail afterwards. Which is second form, do you see? Oh. I'll give you a hint. There's an Adagamaha somewhere here. Where is that?
Yamantrayat. No.
Yamantrayata. It is Ni Amantrayata. Ni Amantrayata, Nyamantrayata. Nimantra means invited. So invited. So Maithilaha Janakaha is Tam Munim Vishwamitram Nyamantrayata. So Janakaha invited Vishwamitraha. Okay, good. So let's start with that much and let's see where the Tika takes us now. So the simple sentence was that there are 2 sentences here. Again, highlights the fact shloka doesn't mean it is eka vakyam. Ekasmin shloke prayena yadyapi ekam eva vakyam vartate. Tathapi anekanam vakyanam api samavesha sambhavati. Athva ardham vakyam api bhavet. It could be half a sentence, it could be many sentences. Here we have 2 sentences here. Because you have 2 tingantam padam. So we have so dve tingante pade drishyete. The 2 tingantam that you see here. So Maithilaha Janakaha tam Vishwamitram rishim nyamantrayata. So Janaka invited Vishwamitraha. Then Saha Vishwamitraha rishihi Mithilam Rajan. This is adjective to Vishwamitra. So heading out to Mithila. Raghavau api ninaya. He took with him also Rama Lakshmana. And this whole thing, Vibhratau is qualifying Raghavau. And Vibhratau is taking an object of the Tad Dhanuho Shavanajam Kutuhalam Vibhratau. So he took with him Rama and Lakshmana who were carrying, or who were, I guess, having, in English, having kind of the anxious anxiety, who were having anxiety or eagerness which was born out of hearing about the Dhanuhu of Janaka. So they were eager to go, or they were anxious, or they were excited, and the excitement was born out of hearing about the Adbhuta Dhanuhu, the great bow which Tad Dhanuhu means Janakasya Dhanuhu, the bow which Vishwamitra had. And I think we got everything. Only thing, this adjective is Sambrita Kratuhu. Sambrita means made ready. Sajjikrita, made ready. Sam plus bru is to collect or to prepare. So one who had set up his sacrifice, set up a sacrificial ceremony. That Sambrita Kratuhu is qualifying Maithilaha. So Mithilasya Ishaha Maithilaha. So he is the king of Mithila. Mithila is Maithila. We will look at that one. So Maithilaha. And he is an adjective, Bahuvri adjective, because Nishthantam Padam Puram Nipatyate. This is the Sutram, the Nishtha. We're looking out today earlier in the class how in the Bahuvrihi Panini has to write specific rules for the Pura Nipataha. So Pura Para Vibhagartham Vishesha Niyamaha Apekshante, because the fact that Sarvesham Padanam upasajana sanya jata. They all have upasajana sanya. So Panini cannot use the rule upasajanam purvam. But there is sutra called nishtha. This is a very trademark of Bahuvris. In a Bahuvri, nishtantam padam purvam shruyate, nipatyate. So this is also works well many times. If you think Bahuvrihi, this sambrita is a nishtha. Sambrita means bru is to bear. Sambru is to collect or to prepare. Prepared everything for a sacrifice. Last thing we have only is the word vashi, is the vasha, vashin pratipadikam. One who this is qualifying Vishwamitra. He who was self-controlled. Atmavan, you can say in Gita terms. Okay, let's go Tika. We don't have the time to do the whole verse today. Let me see. Do I have the? No, sorry, I don't have. Okay, the next page, right? Give me 1 second. Let me just put up this page here. Let me put up this page. Okay. Okay. You get the Tika on this page. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Too much. Okay, let's try that. A little bit less. Kinchit. Nyunam vistaraha. Okay. Tam iti. He says sambrita kratuhu is sankalpita sambharaha. Sambharaha. So now he's saying is sankalpita sambharaha. Sankalpita dhatu klup. So klup becomes kalpayati. Klup is to be, how about English? Klup is to be capable. So klup and capable in English. Klup. So klup is to be fit, to be capable. But to kalpayati means he makes it fit, makes it ready. Sankalpaha means to make it ready. Sankalpita. Sankalpita sambharaha. Sambharaha means all the preparations. So one who had prepared, who had got ready, all the preparations. So sankalpita sambharaha. So yajñāर्थam sankalpita sambharaha. Now that's the commentary on sambrita kratuhu. Next commentary he gives mithilayam bhavaha maithilaha janakaha. So now he's hinting at a sutram. What sutram is he hinting at, Karthik? What do you think? What sutram is he hinting at? Mithilayam bhava. This is Tadhyata Prakaranam.
Tasmin bhavaha or something like that?
Tatra bhavaha.
Tatra bhavaha.
Tatra bhavaha is a Panini sutram. Because if the moment you see this word, Artha Nirdeshaha, bhavaha, he's expecting you to know in Ashtadhyayi the sutram called Tatra bhavaha. In the, I think it's a Shesha Adhikaraha. And the Pratya from, just give quick, I think you've seen this before, refresh your memory again. In some sutras, in the Tadhyata Prakaranam, Panini will give only the Pratya Nirdeshaha. Then some place he gives the Artha Nirdeshaha. And sometimes he'll give the Prakriti Nirdeshaha. Is which Prakriti can take which Pratyaha in what meaning. But all three will not be found in the same rule many times. So you have to take one by one. Now this sutram called Parag Divyato An. From 4183, you heard this one before. Purvam Shrutam Bhavadhi, you heard it before. But An Pratyaha is Adhikriyate. This is this An Pratyaya is Adhikrita Pratyaha. For this, up to the word Divyat. From 4183, the An Pratyaha will come as default. If Pani doesn't say anything else, then An comes as a default. Up to from 4183 up to beginning of 4.4, where the word Divyat is there. The word Divyat. So this is where the An Pratyaha, like Tena Divyati, up to 442. And so that only gives what Pratyaya is being used. Then the meaning is given by Tatra Bhavaha. Tatra Bhavaha Sutram is this, all this starts from, the 4.2. I think you probably have the Tatra Bhavaha. There's a lot of sutras in 4.2. This is what is called as the Shesha Adhikaraha. The Shesha Adhikaraha starts actually, I should put, I think 4290-ish, we start the Adhikaraha Sheshe. All miscellaneous meanings. The Sheshe starts from 4292. I think in that Adhikaraha, you will see, I think somewhere in 4.3, you should have the sutram Tatra Bhavaha. Tatra Bhavaha. Okay, I'll give the number for that. Here it is, Tatra Bhavaha. So 4350 Tatra Bhavaha. So you can use the pratyaya an to refer to somebody who occurs, bhavaha, who occurs or who's in that place, tatra bhavaha. So now that is the so mithilayam bhavaha, who is or who is in Mithila. So Mithila plus and when you do is you can use this sutram. You can say mithilayam bhavaha. Let's see. So what sutram will be there? Let's see. Can Hari do this for us? Hari, you want to try this one? Mithila plus and.
Mithila plus an. Okay. So I think Mithila will get a bhasanya.
Yes, Mithila plus an because yachibham.
Yachibham.
Yes.
So it will get a yachibham. So it will get a bhasanya, and then yasya iti cha.
Yasya iti cha. 64148. So what Hari is saying is that when you add a pratyaya which is swadi pratyaya, either the anganga is either the padasanya or bhasanya, as long as the swadi pratyaya is not sarvanamasthana pratyaya. Sarvanamasthana only in the suojas amount or in the she pratyaya napumsake. So when you have tadita pratyayas, the angam is going to get either a padasanya or bhasanya. Because sutram 1.4.17.18. 1.4.17 says swadeshva sarvanamasthane padasanya. Tasya apavadaha is the yachibham. Because apavada, because of what? Because in the adhikara of akadara ekasanya. So 141 says that from in 142122 only one sanya can stay, which is defined in that adhikara. So because 4.1.17 gives the default swadishva sarvanamasthane padasanya yachibham. If the pratyaya being with a ya or an ach, angam gets the bhasanya. So by 1.4.18, Mithila got bhasanya, and that trips off the bhasya adhikara, which starts from 6.4.129. The moment you get bhasanya, you have to scan the bhasya adhikara. So bhasya adhikari karyam asti vanava iti anveshanam kartavyam. In that, tasmin ekam sutram vartate yasyeti cha iti. So bhasanyakasya avarnantasya ivarnantasya cha tadhite ikare cha pare lopasyat. So the lopaha takes of an angam which has bhasanya and ends in avarna or ivarna, followed by tadhite ikare cha pare. So the pratyaya should be tadhita, which this is. Why is tadhita pratyaya? Where is adhikara tadhita starting from, Hari? 4.1.76 tadhita.
Okay.
So tadhita goes from 4.1.76 to the end of Panchamasya Adhyayasya Samapti Paryantam, the 5.4. Pratyaya that we just used was in that section. So this is tadhita pratyaya. So putting all that together, we're going to use and then adivriddhi. Hari, what sutram?
So taditeshu acham adehe. I think it's
taditeshu acham adehe. We got mithil plus a. This we have used the 1.4.18 yachibham, and then following that 6.4.1.48 yes cheticha, and then we use the taditeshu acham adehe. Pratyaya has a cha varga panchama which is near the nit, or the ta varga panchama no the nit. Then the adi ach takes vriddhi. So the makara uttavarti ikarasya vriddhi adesha bhavati. So it becomes maithila. So maithila. What number is that, Hari?
I think it's in 72118 something perhaps.
117.
118 or 119.
118 is kitija. 117 it is.
117.
So that's the prakriya for maithila. Maithila. So again, what did we do? We use sutram tatra bhava. How do we know to use that? Because Malinatha already told us that he's already telling us very kindly that this has to be the mithilayam bhava is saying. So maithilaha. And janakaha, he also gives us that. So once we got that from Malinatha, then we took that and then we used this one to complete the form. We got the bhasanya, we by yachibham, then yascheti cha antya akarasya lopaha, tatpaschad adivriddhi by taditeshu achama adehe. So maithila iti rupam siddham. So janakaha. Okay, now next thing which Malinatha says is that janakaha tam equals Vishwamitram. In the shloka we had the padam tam padam. Now, tam is again a sarvanama shabda, so tat pratipadikam. So very beautifully, he so get on his habit. Let's learn from Mulinatha what he does. Because tam, do not leave tam until you specify who it is. So tam Vishwamitram. Always he will clarify for you. Tam Vishwamitram. So because sarvanama shabda asti, nama shabda nyatavyaha. So the adhar rupaha. Adhar of sarvanama shabda is nama shabda. We have to find that one. Nyamantrayata is ahutavan. For homework. For we're running out of time now. So ahutavan. What is the dhatu here, Karthik?
Ahva? Hve.
Dhatu is ve. How it became ahutavan? Any guesses?
Samprasaranam.
Samprasaranam because of vachi, sapi, yajadinam kiti. Dhatu is ve. So a plus ve pratyak tavatu, the tavat. So it becomes the ve, the verb became u by vachi, sapi, yajadinam kiti. The dhatu, yajadis are the last 9 dhatus in the bhavadigana. In that dhatu ve is there, vayati. So it takes samprasaranam. Then how about the dirgha, Karthik?
Dirgha, I don't know.
Where could that be? Can you give me at least this, where to start from? Hari, you want to try?
Is this like tavatu? Tavatu?
Tavat is a pratyaya, tavat.
Right.
But
I think we have that, right?
No, huta, ahutavan. So ukarasya dirgha adeshaha. Kena sutrena vihitaha?
Some Angasya Adhikara should it be?
Angasya adhikare, avashyam bhavishyati, angasya adhikare. Remember sutram, the dhralope purus dirgha Dhralope. Purus dirgha. That dirgha takes a dirgha nivritti. Goes for a long time. Go up to 6-4-18. Angasya
dhatoho.
Which one is that? No, you're talking about declension. I'm talking about first the who becoming dirgha.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what my question was. You took some saranam, the verb became u, so the ve became who. But then we have ahutavan. So ukarasya dirgha adeshaha. That's what I'm asking about.
Okay.
Tad vidhaka sutram kim asti. It's a sutram, it says halaha, kartika sutram. So if you have this sutram is 642. In the Angasya Adhikara, very first sutram, Kartik, 642. And if you have some prasarana is coming down, anuvritti from this 63139 and 63111, you are taking the dirgha anuvritti coming down because dirgha anaha. So if you have a samprasaranam, you get a samprasaranam. In place of the verb came u, we got samprasaranam. Became and samprasaranacha ekadeshaha. I think I'm going a little bit too fast, I think. But we'll repeat this next time maybe. And then we got who. Now this samprasaranam has angasya, and it is following it is at the end of the angam, and it also is following a hal. Because for the pratyak tavatu, the angam is who. So the ukara is samprasaranam, and it is following a hal, which in this case hakaraha. It's the end of the angam, angasya. So and then if that happens, it takes a dirgha adesha. I'll give the root to that for you. So that's the very first sutram in Angasya Adhikara. You can remember it like that for next time. So in the very first sutram is halaha. So halaha is following a hal. So angavayavad halaha. So if you have a hal of an angam, angavayavad halaha, yad uttaram samprasaranam. So the samprasaranam should follow the hal of an angam. Tadantasya angasya. That the angam ending in that. Because dirgha bhavati. So that's 642. So what I'll do is that maybe you can take for homework try to derive this form on your own, ahutavan, and then it becomes declined like bhagavan. Once you make the pratipadikam ahutavat, you will get the same prakriya as bhagavat pratipadikam. I think all of you can do that. So I'll put the word ahutavan. This dhatu was I just put ahutavat in the document, ahutavat, and then the pratyaya is su is being added. So dhatu is ve. So ve dhatu, and we used the main rule that we are using is first to do the samprasaranam. We use vachi sapiya jajina ankiti. Then after we have to use the samprasarana cha. But the samprasarana is only for the vakara. If you only the vakara becomes u. We still deal with the ekara over here. Otherwise, we'll go back to yan sandhi. So to stop that, is sutra samprasarana cha. When samprasaranam is done, then pura parayoho ekadesha is the pura rupam. So that is, I think, and below Ami Purva, I think it's 61108. Right, Karthik? 108 after Ami Purva. Next sutra.
Yeah, it's after Ami Purva 108.
61108 is the samsaram. And then what we did was we got the halaha. Iti dirgha adesha. Sahutavatta. Okay, let's wind up. We are maybe just almost pretty much out of time. So let's maybe give you some more homework and we can stop with that. So Nyamantrayata, also easy form, is like Achorayata. Dhatu mantra is 10th kana, is to invite. Ni amantrayata is Lang Lakara form, Atmanipadam Rupam, Nyamantrayata. Then Vashi, no commentary. Saha, again beautifully, Saha is the pronoun, Munihi. Saha Munihi. Mithilam, Janaka Nagarim, straightforward, Spashtam, right? Janakasya Nagarim. So Mithilam is the name of Janaka Nagarim. Vrajan means heading out to that, Vrajan. Okay, again, look how beautifully he gives. He gives subject, then Vrajan is qualifying him, but it requires objects behind it. So Mithilam, Vrajan. Tasya Janakasya. See, this shloka has some pronouns which have to be deciphered properly. Tasya Janakasya yad dhanuhu tat shramanajam kutuhalam. Then Shesham Spashtam. So let's just look at the pronouns and we'll stop for today. The pronouns are as follows, okay? We had this tam. Tam is Vishwamitram Munim Nyamantrayata. So he invited the Rishi. Then Saha is the Janakaha. So Janakaha invited. Saha Maithilaha Janakaha. So Saha Janakaha Tam Risham Vishwamitram Nyamantrayata. And then down here you have a tat now. Which one is a tat? So tasya janakasya yad dhanuhu. So this dhanu is of Janaka, not of Vishwamitra. So their kind of curiosity, the curiosity was born out of when they heard of the Adbhuta Dhanuhu, which was with tat means tasya janakasya. Okay. So try to do the Padanva next time, and the translation we'll start with this one, and when we'll do the translation next time. So I'll stay back for questions. Ramo Rajamanisada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Hije Ramena Viyata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Paranam Prattaram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittale Sada Bhotame Bho Rama Mamuddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manotame Sasanama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Nama Varanana Unnamati. Recording is okay, Karthik? You're fine? When we're okay?
Yes.